There's half throttle. That thing is screaming. Holy smokes.
Hey pilots, welcome back. Look what we have today. Got the Durafly MFX. It just arrived. Here's some of the specs here. So this is 715 millimeter, 28.1 inches. That's clipped, and then you can do the full span at 815 and 32.1 inches. And it's 22.3 inches long. For a battery, you're going to need a 4S 8 to 850. Make sure you get one. Links down below in the description, guys, to everything so you can see what you need, what I use. That's really about all that's on the box. So let's open it up here and see what color is in there. Or you guys probably saw the screen cap, so you already know. But here is MFX. So right here we've got some sweet looking decals. And here we've got a propeller with the adapter. Let's see here. Put the wing here. So it looks like you're going to have to put the linkages on. They're not installed. Make sure you free up your surfaces, guys. You always want that stuff to be free. So you've got little skids on the bottom. That's pretty cool if you guys land on some harder surfaces. It won't damage your wing. Get this out of the way. It's just kind of cool to see the size of these after having a bigger one. Just to see it miniaturized is just really neat. So your elevator halves in here. We've got a bag of goodies. Looks like there's a spinner, a Y, some linkages stuff, an Allen, Velcro. Here's some more bits. So it looks like we got some wingtip options here. You've got the full span and the short span for clipped wing. And then here is the fuselage. It should build really quick. I mean, there's not very many pieces, right? So we got the sweet green, which matches my bigger one. My EF Extra. Make sure you check out that video if you haven't seen it yet. These things are sick. So here's how she looks coming out of the box. Everything is labeled for your connections. There's your battery connection. And yeah, so without further ado, let me clean up my mess. We'll get a stand here and I'll show you how to build it. First thing in the manual says to do is we're going to put the elevator halves on. So again, you want to free them up really well. Then you see they're going to have these tabs that'll slide through. Obviously you need your linkage to be on the bottom. So we'll slide that one all the way in there. Make sure it's seated good. Grab the other side. You'll notice I did put these little plastic keepers on all these linkages, just in the intermission there. But these will clip on and get everything in. Okay, I guess that's about it. I'm not going to hook these up until we hook up the receiver. So what we're going to do next is we're going to put the wing on. You're going to take your Y harness, put your connection on here, put the dark to the dark, make sure the colors are correct, and the signal to the signal. Dark being the ground wire, like such. Then that will go in here. So you'll want to feed your wires up into the fuse, because that is where you will have your receiver. So make sure everything kind of lays down there good. Then that will fit on like so. Make sure no wires are hanging out. Then you're going to take these little screws that came with, be 4 of them. Oops, that one fell in upside down. And we'll use the supplied wrench and screw those into place. So, okay, so the wing tips, as you see here, once you decide what kind you want to use, they will glue into place. I think I'm going to go with the bigger ones, but if you want to go with the smaller ones, here's what they would be like. So I'm going to go ahead and just use some foam safe CA. Make sure you put them on the right way. I don't know if they'll go on upside down. Not properly. They won't go on backwards either, so they only fit one way. So I'll get some foam safe CA and stick those on, and then we'll be back. Okay, so that's how that's going to look with those tips. I think they look pretty cool and racy. And next what I'll do is I will get the wires out here and hook up my receiver. Just going to use a Spectrum AR410, links down below in the description. And we'll get all the surfaces centered up, and then we'll start doing linkages. Alright, the model's all bound up. Gotta use the battery. I got the throttle kill hooked up. I got the ESC calibrated, and now I'm going to hook up the linkages, and because now you'll know kind of where they're going to ride at neutral, so that's where you want all your surfaces to be. So once I get those hooked up, we'll be back, and I'll let you know how that went. Okay, so I got all the linkages on, so it goes on the top hole in the control horn, and one hole in on the aileron there. And at 100% we've got exactly what the book wants. So the elevator and the rudder, they all go they go into the center hole. So these are my high rates, which the rates are for the aileron, they want low for 5, high for 10. I do a triple rate. Elevator, they want a low of 3, a high of 6, and rudder says a low of 8 and a high of 12 millimeter, but rudder I always just leave it on high and add a bunch of expo. Now the CG is 30 to 40 millimeters back. You can see I made a little kind of divot in the top of the wing here. So I'm going to get my stuff situated, and we'll see where that battery goes to get the CG right. Then the only thing left is propeller, and to use the proper adapter, which I already popped one out of here. And don't forget to bounce it. I had one heavy blade, so I put a bunch of tape on the other side there. And then there's this beautiful aluminum spinner. We'll show you that in a minute. But let me get this stuff buttoned up, and then we'll be back. Okay, so for the spinner and the prop, you're going to put this just beautiful machined aluminum backplate on. You're going to put your propeller on, make sure it goes the right direction, of course. Then you're going to put the little nut on there. By the way, guys, I got this stand at hobbyking too. If you're interested in that, let me know. I'll get you a link. Remember, all these links, they're free for you guys to use. Help the channel out. Costs you guys nothing. So then this machined aluminum top, which is just beautiful, will go on like so. And then you'll have this, which actually uses the same Allen it comes with. So that's a bonus. And tighten that all down. So what you do is once you get it snug, what you want to check for is that the spinner is not touching the propeller. So kind of rotate it a little bit so that it's not touching either side of the propeller. Hold on to it, and then you can crank it down. There we go. Okay, she is assembled. So let's see the CG. A little bit nose heavy, but not too much. I put my marks here right in the middle of the range. So with the battery all the way forward and the receiver right under here, sorry, kind of hard to see, I know for you guys, but the battery all the way forward, which it's a pretty snug fit in there, but I'll put a little bit of Velcro under it. Receiver, I just kind of tucked it down into here. Puts it right in the range for balance, which is good. So throws are set, balance is set, CG set, everything's set. So it's time to go to the field, guys. So next time you see this, we're going to go for a flight. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Check out the links down below. Let me know what you think. If you're as excited as I am about this little puppy here, because it's going to be a ripper, I guarantee you. So let's go to the field. One other thing, you've got decals you guys can put on there as you want. I may sticker it up a bunch, maybe do something cool, kind of look like a racer. Decals are cool. I might put a whole bunch of them on the wing or something, but yeah, you'll find out which one I used when you see the next flight.